You know, it's possible that you could be too busy earning a living to actually be making any real money in your business. It's actually possible. I mean, let's say that I give you a choice, right? I give you a choice. I put 200,000 big ones. 200,000. Choose any currency you like, but I put 200,000 big ones on the table in front of you right now, and you have a simple choice. By making a tiny shift in your mindset, just making that shift in your mindset, that 200,000 is yours. But if you fail to make that small change, you walk away from that 200,000 and it stays on the table. Now, what if I told you you're making that choice, you're making that decision in your business every day? If your tax bill is a sizable amount, I can promise you you're making that decision every day. You're walking away from 200,000 plus big ones. The reason, there is a good reason for this. Now, there's not a good reason to carry on the practice, but there is a good reason it's happening, because most small to medium-sized business owners are not really aware of this. It kind of makes an appearance in newspapers from time to time when all manner of complaints are being made. But sometimes you can be playing a game, but different rules apply to different players. Let me elaborate on this. Let's talk about the big dogs for a second. I'm talking about the Googles of the world, the Verizons, the Coca Colas. These companies earn billions. I don't need to tell you that. They earn billions. But they pay peanuts in taxes. So they earn billions in profits, but they legally pay peanuts in taxes. And what happens to the tax money? What happens to it? Well, they use it within their companies. They use it to stay big and get bigger. So that's how the big dogs actually do it legally. They take the money off the table and use it in their businesses. So how do they do this legally? Well, the answer to that, and that's a good question, the answer to that is a long-winded answer. But the short version is they do it because they can. And they do it because they hire specialists. Specialists whose sole job is to keep them on the right side of the law and to save them the maximum amount, or give them the maximum amount of tax advantages. So that's how the big dogs do it. Is it possible for the small to medium-sized business to have this edge, to have the edge, the same edge that the big dogs have? And the good news is, yes, it is. And this is one of the ideas that I espouse, which is to actually have a dream team on your staff or working with your staff. To deal with the tax situation, you'd want to employ, or at least have working with you, a tax efficiency expert on your dream team who's going to help you redeploy what would otherwise go to the taxman, redeploy those funds in your business, working for you internally and externally. And that's how the big dogs get big and stay big. What would you do with those additional funds? What would you do? The funds that would otherwise go to the taxman. The mind boggles. But it's possible with tax efficiency expert on your team. Probably worth thinking about.